Yeah, tell me how your training camp's been going for your match.
Yeah, man, it's been brutal. The jiu-jitsu training camps are just as hard, if not harder than some of the MMA training camps, because it's when you're doing like a MMA camp, you're doing like some stand-up, some jiu-jitsu, wrestling, and then when you're doing one of these singular sport training camps, you're just grinding, man. It's like jiu-jitsu, 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 like grappling, 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 grappling.
Did you bring any like new grapplers or anything, anybody specific, to help train with you for this?
I have like at my disposal a pretty good set of grapplers at Kyle Terra's gym.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, we have Kyle there, who's a lot smaller, but
Mm-hmm.
technically he's amazing. And then I have Yuri there, who's
Oh yeah.
about my same weight, maybe a little bit bigger than me. We have like 4 or 5 other black belts there that are full-time competitors that aren't really as well known. They might not have like
Mm-hmm.
the tournament wins, but they're really, really good guys that have been with Kyle for a long time.
Do you train in a gi much?
It's been about 13 weeks that I haven't been in the gi much. I still, I do Kyle's class at night, maybe twice a week in the gi. But like the really hard competition training that we do every day, I've been doing strictly Nogi.
Do you like the sub only rules, or would you prefer to do more of like an 80cc rule set?
It depends. If you were to tell me which rule set would I prefer to compete in, if you gave me 5 different opponents, it would probably be 5 different answers. You know what I mean? I do have a really strong wrestling background, and I've trained a lot of wrestling. I think it's really valuable I think it complements jiu-jitsu well. And so anytime that you put me in a sub-only event, you pretty much take out all that out the window. So with that being said, I do really like the 80cc rule set. But then if you were to give me like a high-level wrestler that doesn't know jiu-jitsu, I would tell you to like put me with him sub-only. So
Right.
it really depends.
In both of those matches with him, you never really gotten any leg entanglements with him, right?
Yeah.
Do you feel like like that's not really a threat to you from him?
Yeah, so I would say the complete opposite. I would say I know it's a huge threat, and that's why I don't even let myself get it to that point. I'm also very versed in the leg lock game, but with that being said, why am I going to go directly into his A game?
Do you feel like he's like exceptionally strong, or is that something that's like kind of plays into his favor, or is it more even?
The thing with Craig is that he has really strong grips. So that's one thing I noticed is that when he would get like a wrist control or when he would grab my leg, his actual grip was really strong. But then where I think I have the advantage is more with explosiveness.
In your last match with him, the ref stopped it due to verbal submission. Tell me what your thoughts are on how that went down.
It was unfortunate because I think I was in a good position to win the match either way. He got a decent amount of ride time on me, but I was able to escape, and I felt really comfortable when I was on his back, and I felt that I probably would have been able to eventually get the finish, or if not, accumulate more ride time than him. And who knows what would have happened if the verbal tap didn't get called. He also could have gotten on my back the next round and finished me too. I can't say for sure, but it does suck that it ended that way. I would have loved for it to be a little more clear cut. But also with that being said, our match at 80cc also was really controversial. And a lot of people were saying that I kind of got robbed in that match. So maybe it was just kind of the jiu-jitsu gods way of giving it back to me, Yeah. So I ended up getting the win back that I felt that I deserved. So at the end of the day, I'll take it, and hopefully this time will be a little bit more clear and there won't be any controversy.
And thanks a lot for talking with us.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me.